fuck it, we're gonna do it live for the last goddamn episode of Game of Thrones ever. We're not doing no goddamn format. We're not editing this. I'm just giving you straight raw facts. Me and Supreme, we letting it fly on this episode of Popcorn No Butter. I'm not holding back. Nothing for the not holding back for the fans, not holding back for the show, the creator. We love Game of Thrones, and we do want to say thank you for giving us a decade of dominance, making us fall in love with the characters. I will say a lot of people are hating right now, and I feel like the hate has gone too far. So this episode is about me pretty much telling everybody shut the fuck up. Supreme thinks I went a little bit overboard. But,
well, not overboard, but you were upset. You were kind of mad.
It's I've been letting it fester for too many days, man. These check out the episode. We're gonna get it rocking right now. Yo, Game of Thrones fans turned into
hold on.
Fucking crybabies. It turned into the biggest fucking crybabies ever, man. It's like pathetic. I get on YouTube and I watch these videos. There's this one dude. I'm not gonna shout his thing out because he does make videos and he can tell he's passionate about it. But like, son, the next day I go to YouTube and his video popped up and it was 3 hours of him and his friend complaining.
3 hours.
3 fucking hours, and that was not the only video he made. Like, he makes videos all the time. So like, since it's Tuesday, he already has 3 episodes just complaining about the end of the show and how they ruined Game of Thrones and how it went from being the GOAT show to I'm not ever gonna watch this again. No, it is not.
Well,
talking about they're not gonna watch the prequels, they're not gonna watch nothing else.
Well, they
gotta cancel. People were talking about they gonna cancel their HBO subscription. Everybody should cancel. Nigga, are you smoking crack? HBO makes fucking amazing shows.
Exactly. They got Westworld coming back. They got Watchmen. They have some good shows coming back.
HBO gave us fucking True Detective seasons 1 and 3. Yes. Are you niggas smoking dust? Talk about cancel my HBO because you didn't like 6 episodes of Game of Thrones. Then I guess some people said, they hated season 7. I didn't hate season 7. I actually like season 7 a lot. Season 7
is better than 8 to me.
That's what I'm saying. But people were saying, the show died at season 7. I'm like, yo, season 7 had like, I know it wasn't like the best like dialogue stuff.
Those first four, the first half was like really, really good.
That's what I'm saying. But even that, like, season 7 had like some of the most like, yo, what the fuck? This show's crazy moments.
Yeah.
When they found out that this nigga's Aegon, when the dragon pulled up to fight the White Walkers for the first time, when they killed the dragon for the first time, when they pretty much showed Xerxes the White Walker, the first time Jon Snow ever met Xerxes. There's a lot in that season. I was like, yo, this show is amazing.
7 is just much more consistent than 8. 8's like, it's good, then it's bad. It's good, then it's bad.
Listen, season 8, like, I understand people's frustrations. Like, I'm not sitting here just being like, oh, whatever. But I feel like people are taking it a little bit overboard.
They are going a little bit too far with it. Like, the whole thing with the petitions is a bit much. A bit much.
It's just a bit much. You like come off like such fucking losers. Like, I'm not sitting here saying that you had to just shut up and eat what they gave you. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a TV show, and you kind of just got to shut the fuck up and eat what they gave you.
You just said not do that.
Because I'm saying it's a waste of fucking time. Yeah. Like, what are you gonna cry about it for? Like, yeah, we'll be a little disappointed, but people are legit like ranting about it for 3 hours about how much it sucked and how much they hated the show and how it ruined everything, how they're not gonna go back and watch. I'm like, I was listening to one dude and this motherfucker talking about he had the DVDs and he had the remastered DVDs and he had the Blu-ray DVDs and he's talking about how he's not gonna watch the show no more ever again.
All right, he's bugging.
I was like, thing that gets me tight is like, why the fuck y'all going through all of this to lie to me? I'm not ever gonna watch this show ever again. I'm not ever gonna. I don't even want to read the rest of the books. I don't even want to watch the prequels. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't know it
Man.
was that bad. I didn't know it was that bad.
Dude, if you've not been on YouTube, people just fucking
I read.
complain about this shit.
I watch some reviews. I didn't watch anyone that was 3 hours though. I watched some people complain about it, but not
I
like a
didn't watch
3 hour
this for
review one.
full 2 hours, but like we're gonna get into our just regular review of the thing. But my first, the fans is just like, yo, these people, bro. Let's get into the dialogue right now. Like, yes, things could have been better, but we need to understand this isn't the fucking Flash. They don't get 25 episodes to waste our time. It was 6 episodes, right? Which I feel like is shorter than most seasons.
Yeah, because I heard they offered the guys to make 10, but said nah, we'll do 6 instead.
They only want to do 6. Yes, the season was rushed.
You know why? Because they're doing Star Wars, so they want to get
Yeah,
this
a lot of
unfinished
people,
to go with Star Wars.
a lot of Game of Thrones fans are so mad. They're like, they don't give up. They didn't care enough. They just wanted to do this to go watch.
to go get Star Wars.
Yes, motherfucker. I wanted to go get that Disney money. Stupid.
They could have waited
But-
though. I'm just saying.
They had enough. My main problem is not the Star Wars thing. My main problem is they had enough time. It was 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
Now, if they thought they could make it work in 6 episodes, that kind of was a flop. But to me, some people are like, oh, if it was 8 episodes, I mean, I don't really think so. I feel like with what they wanted to do with this season, them motherfuckers could have had 20 episodes and it still would have been what we got. You understand?
I don't think so. With 4 more, I think they could have done things a lot.
With 4 more, like
smoother,
how much
yeah.
more do they need to drag out that she turns into the Mad Queen? Like 2 more episodes?
I'm just saying,
Like,
they could have done things a lot smoother. She could have not turned mad and died in one episode. But that's just me. She could have been the main villain and die.
The point is, they said that the dude that wrote the story, he told them 3 things
Yeah.
that pretty much he told them 3 things that nobody knew, and one of them was like Jon Snow's gonna die and come back. One of them was something else, and the third one was what they were waiting for the last season, which is pretty much Daenerys is gonna be the Mad Queen. So she is going to be the Mad Queen in the book.
I heard that he gave them like 3 different endings, and they just picked one or something like that.
Nah, they say that he told them how it's gonna end,
Okay.
pretty much. Like he told them not the full ending, but he told them like main points of the ending of the story. You understand? So what they saw is what's gonna happen in the book, for the most part.
Yeah, just probably not as fast as it was in the show.
Exactly. They had 6 episodes. Like, okay, they could have had 8 or 10. For Daenerys to become the Mad Queen, they were gonna need like 16 episodes, bro, to make people satisfied. Because what's 2 more episodes really were gonna do?
At least give them some more development, some more time to go crazy. Not like from 1 to 1 to 1. Like, she's cool one episode, she goes mad one episode, she's a villain then, she dies like one episode.
Like, y'all watching that shit not in context. Because to me, she was like the villain. To me, she was already showing that she was turning type mad since the first episode. Like, she was just, when she pulled up to King's Landing, and after like being there for like 10 minutes, she was like on some different shit, slowly progressing. Like, yes, it kind of happened, episode 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
4 episodes in. 1 episode don't count because there was like an entire battle the whole episode. But I understand her turning to the Mad Queen. Like, I understand people getting upset that it fell too fast. Maybe they wanted her to start becoming the Mad Queen in the middle of season 7.
It just didn't make sense to.
She was the point. She was.
But hold on.
The Mad Queen,
Hold on. She hates Cersei, but she kills everyone but Cersei.
Because she's.
Does that make any sense?
By then she was the Mad Queen.
But how do you kill everyone except for Cersei?
Because by then she was the Mad Queen. She doesn't give a fuck. She's crazy.
Okay. Okay, you say so.
I'm just saying. By then she's the Mad Queen. She's crazy. I mean, the end of the day is people wanted the ending to be different than what it was going to be. Like, to me, yes, they could have gotten there different ways, but I feel like people are just mad at the ending, which doesn't make...
The ending to me is fine. It's just we could have taken some more time to get there. That's my thing.
Yeah, but to me, it's like people are like... People are like... It's so frustrating. Because people are like, oh, everything happened for no reason. I'm like, fuck you talking about? How did everything not happen for no reason?
Well,
like,
but
this...
what was the point of Jon being a Targaryen? To make her even go more mad? What did that part amount to?
Jon was just pretty much a Targaryen to make her go really mad. But at the end of the day, people are not mad that Jon was a Targaryen. They're mad that he wasn't a king. But we literally was watching the show from fucking season 1. Mm-hmm. Jon Snow has never wanted any responsibility. Why the fuck did everyone want him to be the king? Because yes, we like Jon Snow, but the dude's his character, the nigga didn't even want to be the king of the North. Yeah. He thought he wanted to be the king of all 7 fucking places. I understood his character.
Yeah,
I understood that his character never wanted to be the king.
I get that, but I think it's more of this fact that he didn't do anything, and all he said was, "She's my queen" or whatever. He didn't do nothing this whole season.
Listen, the whole season sucked when he turned into a bozo. Don't get me wrong, but my thing is, people are mad at the fact that he wasn't the king, and I'm like, that's. You could be mad that his character he turned into a bozo.
Yeah,
but you can't be mad at. So you can't be mad that he's not the king because the nigga never wanted to be the king. Like just because he's Aegon, the nigga literally every season since season 1, they're like, "Yo, what are you gonna do?" I'm gonna join the Night's Watch. Everybody's like, "Nigga, why?" Because he's a fucking weirdo. He just wants to be alone. Right? His best friends became the wildlings. The first love of his life was a wildling. Mm-hmm. The nigga's a wildling. Yeah. All right, that's who he is. I've been listening to so much shit. Somebody said, "Oh, Arya." They hated Arya's character because all the rules applied to everybody except Arya. Like everybody in the show, like somebody was getting super technical with it. I'm just like, come on. They were like, "Oh, rules didn't apply to her because every character in the show, every revenge-based character in the show ends up kind of dying. Like their revenge leads them. They're blinded by revenge, and because they're blinded by revenge, they end up becoming vulnerable and dying." And they show like I was watching the guy's clip and he's showing like Robb Stark. They're showing Robb Stark. He wants revenge for his dad, but he doesn't really get his revenge. He ends up dying at the Red Wedding. You had the guy who fought the Mountain who wanted revenge for his family. And they're just showing like 3 people that wanted revenge. And they're like, well, Arya wanted revenge from his episode was about how the show was dying from like way before. And I'm like, okay, nigga,
but
no, it wasn't.
She got her revenge though. She killed the whole
but he's
family.
saying that she got her revenge, but the rules for everybody else didn't apply to Arya. Like how everybody else who wanted revenge ended up dying, Arya didn't die. Like she got her revenge. And
okay,
like,
but then the Sansa, she fed him, what's his name, to the dogs, Ramsay. And
his thing was that Arya, he was saying that how Arya's character never had to, like, you know, she becomes like an assassin, and they're like, she doesn't. It was a lot of things going on in his review talking about how the show. He started going on how the characters started to fall off, and he was like, what did he say? What else did he? Because I'm watching this video, I'm just like, yo, why are they getting so in depth about this? Like, why? Like, why?
Yeah, that part doesn't make a lot of sense.
Just like enjoy the show. What they were saying, he was like, "Oh, this is like Game of Thrones started getting ruined after they stopped going through the books. They're like season 4 and 5. No,
4 was
like,
the best one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they said the books end at like the middle of season 4, but like season 4 and 5 are fire.
The last
like season 6 is good too. Like, what are they talking about?
I think the books ended. As far as I know, the books ended when you remember when Jon got killed by the Night's Watch. That's where the books end right now. So they stopped. It's like that's the end of what? Season 5. So
yeah, they're like, oh, the guy was saying like how the show became less about banter and they start having more battles. I'm like, yes. I'm watching it like, yes, you fucking idiot. Season 1 and 2, the whole show is literally is them building troops and about to get into a war. Like, don't you think they're eventually gonna start actually fighting? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude's video, he's talking about, oh, the show they started replacing all the talking with more battles. Nigga, they literally built up the battles for 4 seasons. Do you think they were just gonna keep building up battles without actually fighting? One other guy was complaining about the shot with the dragon and Daenerys. That was actually a beautiful shot.
That was a great shot. You cannot bitch about that shot. That was a great shot.
It was like making fun of it, saying, "Oh, it was fan." I'm like, nigga, that's a beautiful shot. That was the best. That might be the best shot of the whole fucking series. The shot was perfect. Yeah. It was like her becoming the dragon. I thought that shit was fire.
That was a great shot.
To me, when I heard that shit, I'm like, okay, these niggas is just complaining. They're like, oh, they're watching it. They're like, a lot of people didn't like the fact that her speech came off like super like Hitlerish / Star Wars when they're talking to like the army. But I'm like, I thought that scene was dope, and they're getting super technical with it. They're like, oh, how can they even hear her? She's so far away.
She yelled the whole speech.
I'm saying they're like, oh, it's mad funny. You see all these guys in the back and they're chanting. How can they hear her? I'm like, yo, why are you even fucking thinking about that?
they heard her because she was mad loud when she said it. So of course they heard her.
Why are you even fucking thinking about that? You're supposed to be listening for the visual shots and the dialogue. To me, at this point, people are hating on it to just hate on it. They're like, oh, you know, people weren't feeling the first 2 episodes, and it became like a thing to be like, oh my god, this is annoying. I hate this. And then the more people, like, it just became a thing where people just started looking for shit to complain about. Like, some people didn't like Arya killing her, the Night King. After that, it just became like,
that was dumb. Yeah,
some things were not perfect, but I understood some things. Another thing, people hated that Bran. We're gonna get into it, but people hated that Bran was the king.
That was stupid as hell too.
I feel like I don't think it's that stupid. How is it that stupid? Let's be real. There's literally there was only 2 people that were gonna be the king. It's either gonna be Sansa, Bran. People were saying, "Oh, it could have been Arya." I'm like,
what? Okay, stop with the Arya love. Like, I'm tired of hearing the Arya love.
Before the episode happened,
it was so stupid.
People, I don't know what people were expecting on the last episode. People wanted, like, I was reading. People wanted Jon to still be in love with Dany, and then they wanted Arya to kill Jon, and then Jon to kill Arya. I'm like, why?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm like, why would you want that? Listen, the show was coming to an end. You know what I didn't want the show to end with? A cliffhanger. People don't understand, like, the last season has to be written differently from the other season. Like, yes, there's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of ins and outs of things. Yeah. Other season. This is the final season. We have to wrap this shit up.
It's gotta end. You can't have some stuff at the end.
I feel like people wanted it to be like some plot twist. It's not a fucking movie. It's a fucking TV show.
Because then they complain even more about it. Oh my god, what happens now? They bitch about it even more.
I feel like people wanted the plot twist. People like, who's gonna be the last person? Like, what were they? I feel like people were expecting it. Like, that series, when you listen to them, I didn't know how they were gonna end it. But in my head, I knew them niggas were not gonna get into a big ass war against Dany. Nah. She has a dragon and a whole army, right? I feel like people thought it was gonna be the Starks versus Dany in a fight or so. Like, what? People were like, who's gonna be the last person left? I'm like, why did, like, the way they were talking, they thought like there was gonna be one last big battle, and Jon Snow was gonna be the last person, and he's gonna crawl his dead body and sit in a chair, lean back, and look into the camera and cut off. I think that's what people wanted.
That would be a bad ending. So
I feel like
that's
what people. Am I bugging? Do you not feel like that's what people wanted? They're talking about, oh, they wanted Arya they wanted Sansa and Arya to kill Jon, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why? At the end of the day, we knew Dany was gonna become Mad Queen. We knew the thing about Dany's death was that it was super predictable, and they were trying mad hard to make it not predictable. That's why they kept making Jon into a bozo. So yes, it was bad writing in a sense where it was predictable, and they were trying. You could tell they were trying mad hard to make us believe Jon wasn't going to kill her. But we all knew Jon was going to kill her.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. It's just how you do it.
But the thing is, we knew Dany was going to get killed. We knew it. We knew it.
But like her death was so underwhelming. It's like
her death was. I'm saying her death was underwhelming because we were waiting for it. We knew it was coming. They were trying to make us not see it because he kept saying, "That's my queen. That's my queen. That's my queen." But we knew it was going to happen because there was the only way it could have happened. That was the only thing. He was the only person that could have got close enough to do it. The only other thing is they already not wasted, but they already did the many-faced god trick with the other dude. So it couldn't have been Arya. Arya couldn't pretend to be Jon. It would have been.
If they do it 20 times, the gimmick gets a little old and tired. So they can't do it over and over again.
They couldn't have done that again. I'm pretty sure that's what people wanted, and I'm pretty sure that's what, like, they probably, when they were writing the script, that was probably one of the options. And it goes, I mean, to me, I was like, it can't be that because they already used that trick before, right? It wasn't going to be Sansa because Sansa doesn't fuck with them. Period. Right? It wasn't going to be Grey Worm, so we knew it had to be Jon. Tyrion was locked up. So we knew it had to be Jon, and we also knew it. We knew it was gonna happen when they were both alone on some shit. So it was like inevitable. Like they tried their best to make us not see it, but they had no like. It was a lose-lose situation. We all knew Jon was gonna have to kill her. What else? Bran becoming the king didn't bother me too much because the nigga has superpowers.
I couldn't stand it. I hated it.
I hate Bran, but
Brandon do a Brandon thing the whole season.
Why do people say that? Brandon's the nigga is a fucking.
What did he do the whole season?
And he told people, he exposed secrets. He told John he saw the past and the Night King shit. Yeah, that Night King shit kind of fell off towards the end because again, at the end of the day, he's in a fucking wheelchair. There's only so much his character can do.
He has one job and he
had
to
do anything. Who else was gonna be the king?
They could have not had a king. They could have all been like the North. They could have all been independent nations. Like
that wasn't gonna fly because at the end of the day, a king is better than no king. Like okay, we didn't go through all of this. Okay, we didn't go through all of this to have no king. So I understand that theory you just said, but we had to have a king.
But I'm saying the world didn't have a king until Aegon showed up and conquered the whole country. So they were fine without a king for a while, and then all of a sudden,
hundreds of years ago.
But still,
hundreds of years ago, like those people are not going to give up their power. Like they like to have that little council shit. Like I understand your premise of things, but. There had to be a king. It was either it was either gonna be Sansa, or Bran. I'm saying those are the only two options.
Wait, why Sansa?
Because she became like a fucking boss ass strategical general boss bitch. It had to be Sansa.
I don't know about that, but she kind of
became powerful.
She kind of just bullied Jon out of his spot until they all started to love her more than him. Well, Jon kind of left a lot, so it's kind of his own fault. But.
Yeah, but I'm just saying she started understanding. What my nigga Cersei said when he played a Game of Thrones,
you wanna die. There is no middle ground.
You understand? So she was playing the Game of Thrones. She knew the deal. Like I feel like people were expecting this epiphany to happen to Jon. I actually really liked the ending for Jon because when they said they were sending that nigga back to Castle Black, I was tight. I was like, what the fuck?
Like seriously, he would do all that to go back to the Castle Black.
I was tight, but then when I seen that the Wilding niggas was there waiting for him, I'm like, oh nigga, this is a setup. These niggas is leaving, right? I thought that was like he's with his people, he's with the people that appreciate it, he's with the people he freed. He's their king. You know what I'm saying? I love the ending. Fuck it, I love the ending because we got a happy ending. We never get happy endings for HBO shows.
And at least Jon Snow wasn't a hero, but at least it ended with him. So I'm cool with that. He was the last shot we saw, so I'm cool with that.
Yo, the show. When you watch this episode, there's this video of 25 things that you don't know about this episode.
I hate those videos.
When you watch that video, it makes this episode even better. The first scene of Game of Thrones is the niggas leaving the Ninth Watch to go north.
And that's the last scene of Game of Thrones.
And that is the last scene of Game of Thrones. The scene where the joke that Tyrion tells about the jackass in the brothel, he said that 4 times during this show, and he gets cut off every time. And the same thing happened with his last scene. Tyrion told that joke 4 times, and every time he starts the joke, he gets cut off. And he does it at a serious moment. He does it when he first meets. He does it in the chamber, with like in when Baratheons were still running shit. He does it when he first meets. He does the same joke in front of Greyjoy and fucking his girl. Right, he's telling them the joke, and then that's when Daenerys comes into the room and he stops the joke, and he does it again another time. And then the scene ends. His last scene is him saying that same joke, and they cut it off.
I just noticed that was the last line spoken the whole show. That damn joke. You noticed that, right? That was the last lines of the whole show.
I just realized.
How do you end that show with that joke?
They never finished the joke. You understand? He never finishes the joke, so we don't know how the joke goes. I feel like the haters of it. I mean, they have their own right, and they're fans and they're passionate about it. But I feel like the hate has gone too far. I feel like they did a lot of things in this season to pay homage to the past seasons. I feel like, to be honest, if you liked Avengers, which was a big ass goodbye letter to all the other movies, this season wasn't that bad.
I keep hearing a lot of people compare Endgame to this last season of Game of Thrones.
I just realized it to myself because I'm like, yo, a lot of the things in this episode was paying homage to what they did in their past. Like they were saying goodbye to their work. They've been on the show for a decade. Like, yo, people are fucking bugging out. Like, these niggas worked on this show for a decade. They're like, oh, they run, nigga. They want to be done. They worked on this shit for fucking 10 years. I don't want to do this anymore. My main problems were they didn't need to wait 2 years for this. They were sloppy. The cinematography was amazing, but they were sloppy as fuck. Which shows you that they didn't give a fuck about certain. There's a coffee cup. There's 2 water bottles in a last.
I saw that too.
Not one, but 2 water bottles. Why the fuck is Sam and the other actor drinking water right there?
Hey man, it's hot. You can get thirsty out there.
I'm a fucking actor. I know they be here for hours. But don't they get like when they do breaks? Don't they like walk around and shit, or do you just sit there for fuck? Like why are they drinking the like? And if they have a water, doesn't some like when they're done with it, don't they just give it to somebody to take it off the set? Like they hit like it's not like they hid the water under the chair.
Yeah, and it's like how do you miss it when you're editing in the editing? Yeah, watch every single frame, make sure everything's all good. How do you miss that?
How do you miss the water bottle there? And the thing is, my thing is Sam and the other dude, they hid the water bottle instead of like it's not like they forgot that they left it there. It's like fake hidden. So it shows like they were so lazy. Like they knew what they were doing. Like they knew like, oh, we shouldn't have this water bottle here. Fuck.
Oh man.
The story, the ending was good, man. People were shitting on this saying, oh, our return to Dora the Explorer. I saw one meme about that. That was funny as me.
That's funny. Dora the Explorer.
I feel like people are upset at the ending, but which you have a right to. But my thing is, you don't like the ending. Why? And if you don't like the ending, what the fuck do you think you could have done better? I didn't want to see any more people. I feel like people still wanted like people to get murdered and backstabbed. Dog, this is the last episode.
Yeah, there's no time for that anymore.
Deadass had 7 seasons of that. We don't need any. Like, why do we need that shit? We had 7 whole seasons of that shit. People are arguing with me. Some nigga came in my fucking mentions talking about, son, I was livid. I was going off on this nigga. Nigga come about, oh, you sound crazy right now. The Starks were not avenged. I'm like, what? How
not avenged? One's a king, like, one's the queen of Winterfell.
They all fucking won. Like,
they're all in power.
They're like, oh, this shit was dumb. It wasn't enough. They didn't get their revenge. I'm like, nigga, they killed all their enemies.
Exactly,
they're
all dead.
Shit. I'm like, yo, they went from shit. I said, yo, they went from being shit the first season to running everything. He's like, the Starks were never shit. I'm like, dog, their dad died. Half of them were on the run. They were fucking the Baratheons bitches and Lannisters bitches, right? They're like, the other brother was beating everybody at war. I'm like, cool, that nigga was winning a few battles. What about the other 6 kids that were fucking ass washed? The ending avenged Ned Starks better than I could have imagined, because in my head I just wanted them to kill the Lannisters, but instead his fucking kids got to run shit. Exactly. The ones that survived went out on top. The fucking Game of Thrones fans are upset that their fucking Reddit think pieces didn't come true.
Damn!
Like they hate to see it. It was like, you sound so dumb right now, bro. Like half the prophecies from the book came true. I'm like, nigga, that was like fucking 4 seasons ago. Well, and I know, like, yo, the book didn't even finish. So exactly. What the fuck y'all even talking about?
The book is the book. So that's
right. I'm like, yo, y'all talking about the book. I'm talking about a TV show, right? We talking about 2 different. Like, I know y'all want it to be like it's close enough to the book, but you gotta remember they're making a fucking TV show, right? It can't be the same shit. People are making fun of the dragon. They're like, oh, how the dragon's so smart to know not to kill Jon Snow, but to burn a chair. I'm like, well, the dragon is kind of fucking smart.
Yeah, and you know, I always thought that he didn't kill Jon because I guess they can't kill other Targaryens. I don't know. That's what I.
To me, when I heard it, I was like, he's not gonna kill him because he's a Targaryen.
That's what I thought
and
too.
And the dragons don't kill Targaryens. Yeah. So I saw. To me, that's what it was. I didn't think Jon Snow was invincible for fire, because some people were saying, because, you know, Dany didn't get burnt up, but she was using black magic. Like, I was listening to the video and the guy was like, she didn't get burnt up because she was using some black magic shit, and she's a Targaryen and a whole bunch of other shit. Jon Snow doesn't know the black magic, so he would have got burnt up. But to me, he didn't get burnt because he's a Targaryen. The dragon's not gonna kill a Targaryen. But but people are making fun of it because they go, how did the dragon know to burn? I feel like the dragon's fucking smart.
Dragons are pretty smart creatures,
right? I'm saying, though, they have been pretty smart throughout the whole series. Like, they've known what to do. If when the dragon comes over, he's just be chilling, and she'll be like that nigga up. he'll light her. Like the dragon knows what the fuck he's doing.
Exactly.
You understand? It's not like as soon as somebody come in the room, he start blacking. Like he knows what the fuck he's doing. So they're like, I felt that was good symbolism. Like I feel like people fucking suck at just enjoying the moment and the show and the context of things. They were trying to show you that the dragon understood that the fucking Iron Throne is what drove his mother's death.
Exactly. That's what I thought too. That's what I thought
not
too.
That Jon Snow killed her. That like the dragon knew she went fucking mad, right? And the dragon knew that I lost my mother, I lost my two brothers, I lost everything because of this fucking chair.
And he burned it down. So
right?
I was cool with that.
If a dog can know to sit and roll around in this, you think the dragon can't? It's a fucking show about dragons and witches, man. Like, why y'all? Why the fuck?
Well, okay, not that argument again. Let's not go with that argument again.
I'm just saying it is a true though. It's a show about dragons and fucking magic and witches and people coming back to life. Like I know you hate when I say like you can't take superhero shit serious, but you have to have some kind of context to how serious you can take it. Like, yes, there are dumb things that happen, like Dany forgetting about the Iron Fleet.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of things didn't go the way we kind of wanted, but let's be real, the way we wanted things to go probably would have had mad plot holes, wouldn't have made no fucking sense, would have been just messy for no fucking reason. Like, I don't want to see. They were like, why did Arya die? Why did Tyrion not die? Why are we gonna kill Tyrion?
Yeah, Tyrion's a survivor. He's not gonna die.
They were like, why did Tyrion not die? Tyrion literally didn't do anything to die. What the fuck was he gonna die for? He quit his job.
Yeah.
People wanted Tyrion to get executed. Like, the nigga literally just quit his job. They're like, why are people listening to Tyrion? Because he's still the smartest person here, and they fucking know that.
Not anymore. He's not though.
You know what I mean? Yeah. To them, he's still one of the. I know. I think he's a fucking bozo now. But to them, he, like, I don't know. Maybe like because like a month ago, he was the hand of the king. That's why they're listening to him. Maybe because he's been the hand of the king for like, I don't know, 7 fucking seasons. Maybe that's why they're listening. Maybe that's why they're like, oh, now he gets to be the hand of the king. I'm like, he's always been the hand. Who else was Bran gonna pick to be the hand of the king, bro? Arya? We only have so many characters. Tyrion was the only person that had the resume to be the hand of the king. Yes, how we got there kind of sucked. Yes, how we got there in some places didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what did we do? What did we know? We knew that we had to get there. We knew that the Mad Queen had to go. We knew that Jon didn't want his Targaryen blood shit. Like, honestly, I really wanted Jon to be the king. But I understood. Yeah. I understood why he wasn't the king, because all he did was complain about not being the king.
Jon just wanted Jon just wanted to be by himself. He didn't want that. He just wanted to be alone. He wanted to do his own thing.
I understand him not wanting to be the king. The thing is, they just didn't have enough shit to work with, and they made it work. Thank you guys for listening. Please rate and review on the bottom. Please like this video because it helps bring more traffic to the site as we try to build up the army. You understand? Get all our soldiers ready because we're going to make it to the top. I want to thank everyone for listening again. Supreme the Dream, please hit my music, man.